dear learners and talented teachers, welcome to Creative Ideas for Teaching English. If you're new to our channel, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing our videos so that you give us a kind of support. Today we're going to tackle a reading lesson, درس قراءة النص. So if you're interested and you want to know how to run a reading lesson, then watch till the end. Who are these? Do you remember these two boys? Yes? Very good. They are Omar and his friend Bara. Very good. Can you guess what are they looking at? This is a PC, personal computer. What are they looking at? Can you guess? Alright, maybe they are checking Twitter or YouTube or Pinterest, who knows? Maybe they are checking a blog or maybe they are checking Facebook. We don't really know. Do you want to know what are they looking at? Are you curious about that? So let's look. Let's discover that. What do you see here? Who is this first? Do you remember her? Very good. It's Omar's pal, Margaret. She is a blogger. A blog. It's a blog, okay? So Margaret, this is Margaret's profile on her blog. Margaret Brown, age 13 years old, country Great Britain, city London, school St. Victoria, likes music and sport. Margaret likes sharing her life on her blog, so she shares information about her family. So before we know about what did she share, before we know about her, let's say, paragraph, let's first look at this photo that she has shared on her blog. Can you guess who are these members? So first of all, who is this? Who is this? Yes, how do you answer this question? Let's remember, let's revise. This is Margaret. This is Margaret, Omar's pal. Can you guess who is this? Yes, this is, yes, she might be the mother. Yes, what about this one? Okay, it's obvious that he is the father. What about this little boy? He is the brother. Very good. So let's discover more about Margaret's family. This is Margaret's family. All right. This is the paragraph that Margaret has posted, or the blog article that Margaret has posted on her blog, okay? That Margaret has posted. Before you read the whole, let's say, blog article, you need to circle. You put a circle, the correct words to have a coherent blog article. So you need to put a circle on the right answers in order to get a coherent article. So stop the video for a while, try to do this task, then come back. Alright, welcome back. So let's read this article first, then I give you time. Then we correct together, in fact. Hi, I am, or I'm my, so happy to introduce my or small family today. My father is a or an architect. He or his is 47 years old. He or his name is John. My mother is or are a pretty woman of 43 years old. Her name is Sandra. Her or she is a teacher, and she works at St. Victoria School. I have or has one little brother. He or his name is Paul. He is 7 years old, and he is a pupil. He loves pets a lot. He have or has a little dog named Rambo. I hope you like the photos of my family. So you're going to put a circle around the right words in order to get a coherent blog article. Let's start with number 1. I am or I'm so happy to introduce. Yes, so very good. I am. It's the auxiliary to be with I in the simple present. I am so happy to introduce my small family or small family. Very good. My small family today. My father is. Now we come to articles. Do you remember articles? So, architect. What does it start with? Look here. It's a vowel. So is it A or N? Excellent. It's N. My father is an architect. An architect. Excellent work. He or he is. He or his is. What do you see? Can we say his is? Alright, so very good. He is 47 years old. He or his name is? Yes, his name is John. My mother is or are a pretty woman. Very good. My mother is. Why did I put is here? Why didn't I say Because my mother is the personal pronoun. She. Excellent work. Of 43 years old. Her name is Sandra. He or she is a teacher. Very good. It's she is a teacher. She is a teacher. And she work or works. Pay attention. Yes? Excellent. Works. What did we say about simple present? We said that with the personal pronoun he, she, and it, we need to add s to the verb in the simple present. Now we move to I have or has one little brother. Here it's the auxiliary to have. As I said before, we should not, let's say, treat to be and to have as normal verbs because they are auxiliaries. So what do you say? First of all, you have to check the subject here. It's I. So what do you say? Have or has? Very good. I have one little brother. Yes, he or his? Choose. His name is Paul. He is 7 years old and he's a pupil. He, what do you add to the verb? Very good, you add S. He loves pets a lot. He, have or has? Check. Here we said, I have. What about he? What do we say? I has. What did I say here? Do you remember that I said there is no haves? No haves. It's has. H-A-S. A little dog named Rambo. I hope you like the photos of my family. So this is the blog article that Margaret has posted on her blog. So this is the final text, as you can see. Normally you should read it yourselves, but let me help you a little bit and I will read it or reread it again for you. Hi, I'm so happy to introduce my small family today. My father is an architect. He is 47 years old. His name is John. My mother is a pretty woman of 43 years old. Her name is Sandra. She's a teacher and she works at St. Victoria School. I have one little brother. His name is Paul. He is 7 years old and he's a pupil. He loves pets a lot. He has a little dog named Rambo. I hope you like the photos of my family. Since you have a text, then you need to read the text and you do several activities. Let's check activity number 1. I read the text. This is the text. You need to read the text and I complete the table. This is the table that you need to complete. What does it contain? It contains family member, name, age, job, and pet, if there is a pet. Read the text, please. Stop the video for a while, try to do the task on your own, then check the correction. Welcome back. Let's correct together. Family member. Who is the family member number one, or the first family member that Margaret was talking about? Very good. It's her father. It's her father. What's the name of her father? John. Very good work. It's John. How old is John? Can you read this number? He is, how do we start? From this and we go here, 47. Very good. 47 years old. What's his job? He is an architect. Excellent work. Does he have a pet? No, she did not mention a pet, so he has no pet, so we don't need to mention a pet. Let's move to family member number two. Who is the family member number two? It's the mother. Very good. What's her name? A nice name that starts with the letter S. It's Sandra. Excellent. How old is Sandra? She is 43. Very good. What's her job? She is a teacher. Excellent work. She's a teacher. Does she have a pet? No, she's not mentioned. It's not mentioned in the text, so we are not going to write a pet right here. The final family member that she has spoken about is, very good, her little brother. What's the name of her little brother? It's Paul. It's Paul. How old is Paul? 7 years old. What's his job? If you can say he has a job, he is a pupil. Does John have a pet? Sure, he has a pet. It's a dog named Rambo. Very good work. So this is concerning the first task. Let's move to task number two. Task number two, it's about the text. So I read the text. I read. You need to read or reread the text again, and I answer the questions. Now you are going to have questions. You need to answer them from this text. Let's check the questions. We've got 3 questions. Number 1 is John a doctor? Is John a doctor? Number 2, is Paul a pupil? Number 3, where does Sandra work? Where does Sandra work? Before you answer these 3 questions, you need to understand which kind of question each one is. Is John? Is Paul? Which auxiliary? We have seen this before. It's the auxiliary to be. We said that these 2 are from yes, no questions. It means you're going to answer either with yes or no. But what about number 3? Are you going to say yes or no? Of course not, because it's called a WH question. WH question. It's about a place, where. So, number 1, is John a doctor? Is John a doctor? How will you answer this question? Yes. No, John is not a doctor. He is an architect. Is not. It's the negative form. In order to make the negative, you need to add this word, not. Clear? What about number 2? Is Paul a pupil? Very good. Yes, Paul is a pupil. Yes. So here it's an affirmative answer. You've got interrogative, you've got negative, and you've got an affirmative answer. Here, where does Sandra work? What do we say? Sandra works at St. Victoria School. Works, because it's Sandra. She works. Works. Clear? Good work. Let's move on. Task number 3. I find in the text words that are. I find in the text أجد في النص. Words that are. Number 1. Opposite in meaning to. Opposites. Opposites. What are these words? You've got sad, You've got large and you've got ugly. Then close in meaning. Synonyms means synonyms. Glad, likes, cold. So let's start with the number one. A sad person. I'm sad. What's the opposite? I'm happy. Very good. Large. A large family. The opposite is a small family. This one was answered. So when I say an ugly woman or an ugly person, the opposite is pretty, a beautiful person, a beautiful woman, and a handsome man. Close in meaning now, synonyms. مرادفات. Glad. It's obvious, it's here. Happy, okay? Likes or loves. Called or named. My father is named Muhammad, or he's called Muhammad, okay? Now, as another or an extra task, you are going to try to put these words in meaningful sentences. Okay, you need to use these words to write meaningful sentences. It will be better if these sentences are related to sequence 2, me and my family. You can send them via email. It's in the description box so that I can correct them for you. Good work. So now let's move to our final task. Task number 4, I write a short dialogue. I write a short dialogue. I draw the flower of my family members. This is a flower. You draw it. ترسموها. It's about your family. You write names of your family members. Me. Here, for example, I wrote my family members. Then you exchange papers with your classmates. تتبادلون الأوراق فيما بينكم أنت وزميلك. Then you ask questions about these names. For example, who is Noor? Who is Noor? Your classmate asks you. زميلك يسألك. Who is Noor? And you answer him. Noor is my sister, for example. Then, for example here, is Hussam a pupil? Is Hussam a pupil? The answer can be yes or no. No, Hussam is not a pupil. He is an engineer. You can even ask about the age. How old is Suhaib? How old is he? Etc. So you're going to ask and answer many questions. You can use yes or no questions or WH questions. I hope that you like this video. And of course, if you have any questions, you can contact me on my email. You'll find it, as I said before, in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any further, let's say, comments or let's say suggestions, feel free to contact me on my email. See you in another video.